Howdy guys and gals, Glenn here, and today we're going to talk about the OneUp Box for November. Now I know I said that I took OneUp Box out of the regular rotation of boxes, and that's true, but I was mistaken in thinking that last month was the last one. So we ended up with a OneUp Box for November, which is kind of a bonus for me because I wasn't expecting it. So we have a OneUp Box to look over. So the theme for this month is power. Bunch of superheroes on there, and so let's check out the contents. All right, let's start out with the shirt, as we like to do. This one is a Dragon Ball Z Superman kind of mashup. Goku. This is I'm not much in Dragon Ball Z, but I know one of the debates gone on over the centuries has been who would win in a fight between these two, so they kind of mashed them up here with the over 9,000 meme tag on there. Decent shirt, okay quality, typical OneUp Box, Super Geek Box level of shirt, a little bit thin, but not bad at all. The design's okay. Again, I'm not really into Dragon Ball Z at all, so as an item, this is kind of a dud for me, just because this is not one of the fandoms that I'm really into. But a lot of people are, so hard to judge it based on the fact that I just don't like anime in general or Dragon Ball Z in particular. So, but as a shirt, nice shirt. I like the design. I like the concept. Really plays on kind of your internet meme kind of discussions. All right, we've got a figure. And this one is a Mopies. This is like the fourth Mopies I've gotten, third or fourth in a box as well. And this one being Iron Man. I really dig the Mopies. In fact, I'm going to have to find myself a shelf for them if I end up keeping this box and it doesn't get claimed by a patron. But because I'm really digging these Mopies figures. They're plushes. I've never been big on plushes, but I like them because they have that beanbag butt, which means they sit on shelves really well. They make really good collectibles. So I already have a shelf for my Dorbs. Now I got to figure out something for Mopies. But this is actually a really cool one. This is a variant, so you could have gotten one of 7 different Mopies. So that's one thing I like when the boxes do these very variable figures you can get. Sometimes it sucks when you get like the Marvel Collector Core, and you get 1 or 2 pops and you get the 1 pop and you don't have a chance to get the other. But at least with the Mopies, they're not exclusive. So the fact that I got Iron Man means I could still go out and get any of the others that I want. So very cool. I love these figures. And I've seen a lot of people get different ones as well. So good to see. All right, we've got a Star Wars item, and this one is a puzzle. So a jigsaw puzzle. And this one is a puzzle of Kylo Ren. So again, just a 100-piece puzzle. It's not huge, but a fun little diversion on a wintry Sunday afternoon or what have you. And you can do a little Star Wars puzzle. Very nice licensed puzzle. It's got a resealable bag, which I thought was cool. So you can do the puzzle and then you can put it back in this bag and just keep it in this bag. So that's a very nice touch for these little puzzles. So nice job there. I like this one. All right, we've got an air freshener, and I know air fresheners tend to be a joke sometimes, but all the ones I've gotten in these boxes have been of cool characters and things that I like, and this one's no exception. We've got a Harley Quinn air freshener for the car. Again, I dig these. I know a lot of people laugh about them, and a lot of people wouldn't consider this a decent item in a box, but I do. I really like the air fresheners just because they're great to hang from the mirror in the car, and I like to mix it up. So, I have one in there now, and this will replace it at some point, just because I like getting these things to hang in the window. Maybe not necessarily for the air freshener part, but just for the having the character in the window. So I dig the air fresheners, even though a lot of people don't. All right, we've got another Dragon Ball Z item. This is a sticker. It's unusual to see a sticker in a package. I actually thought at first that this was another air freshener, which I thought would have been weird, but it's actually a sticker. You don't usually see stickers in there. A decent sticker, good size. The design is good. The art is good. Again, not my favorite thing. I'm totally not into anime. I'm totally not into Dragon Ball Z, but there you go. but a decent sticker nonetheless. All right, the last real item is it's a figure, but it's a figure that is just a little plastic figure, and these are, I forget what they're called because they call them DC buildable figures, but what they are basically is a head with a body inside. This one is Green Arrow, and it looks like these are all DC ones this month. Another variable item, you could have gotten Wonder Woman, Black Suit Batman, Aquaman, Cyborg, and there's another one here. It looks like actually it's Clark Kent. But they're cool little items. I didn't want to open it up just in case this box goes to a patron, but I have gotten in the past these little figures, and I can show you one I got in the past. This is the Blue Suit Batman. So basically his head is the container, and then you take the body out and just attach him to the head. So head turns. I have a Joker one around here somewhere. I got a ton of them at BlizzCon. So I might show you guys a display of all the ones I got at BlizzCon. They were $1 a piece at BlizzCon in like a machine that they had, a little machine game where you could win some big prizes, but you put in $1 at a time to get these little figures. So I've got half a dozen from BlizzCon. I've got about 20 from BlizzCon of a half a dozen different figures. So that's what the Batman one looks like. So this one is the same kind of thing. It's just Green Lantern in this case. Little plastic figures. And then we have your typical button from OneUp Box, November 2015. Power, got Flash on it. I like that there's Flash on it in his little hamster wheel. That's kind of a cool image. And it's kind of cool because there wasn't any other Flash items in this, so it's not like they repeated the same thing from one of the items. They could have put Goku on here, but they didn't. And then the cheat sheet. They have a giveaway as well up there for looks like Arkham Knight bundle. Looks like a PS4 contest up there, and I'm sure it's all about you have to wear your shirt, send in pictures, things like that. So this is their cheat sheet. And actually, I just noticed that the puzzle could have been a stormtrooper, First Order Stormtrooper puzzle as well. So a couple of variants. I like that about this box. Could have gotten a different Mopies, could have gotten a different puzzle, could have got different of the build a character plastic ones. So I like that that they do that so that different people, their unboxings look different, their reviews look different, their videos look different. So that's it for OneUp Box. All in all, I liked this box. I thought it was a big improvement over last month. The problem I have with the box, the slight problem is it had two items that I really could care less about. And that's the Dragon Ball Z items. Everything else I really liked. I thought they were good things to include in the lower price box. That's OneUp Box. I'm giving this box a B+, and that's it. The only reason it's not getting an A- or an A is just because those two Dragon Ball items I'm really not a fan of. But if you are a fan of those and everything else in this box, I think this is a great box to get. I think they did a really good job this month. And I'm very impressed with OneUp Box. And it seems like these boxes are coming out with good boxes right about the time that I'm canceling them, or at least putting them on hold, which is kind of ironic. But overall, I thought this box was really good. I liked it a lot. That's about it for this time around. We've got a lot more subscription box videos coming up in addition to other videos as well. And we're going to get back to things like the Hall of Fame and things like that as we go along. I also wanted to thank our patrons over at Patreon. We're up to $85 a month, which is going to allow me next month to start doing some more extra videos as far as blind boxes go and things like that. So I'm just really excited about that. We're shooting for the $100 level next, which would mean that the patrons get to choose some of the things that I review, and in return they'll get those items that I review sent out to them as well exclusively. So if you want, check us on out over at Patreon and see if you want to give us $1, $2, what have you, and that'll allow us to do extra content and do some fun, different things for the channel. Other than that, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, definitely do that if this is your first time viewing us. And hit the like as well. And we will see you with the next video.